Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel.
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel on 29th of August. Let me jump into the video quickly because I feel like it's an urgent matter that needs to be taken care of. I know that people are complaining about not being able to take their Kaspa off the exchange for a very, very long time. Trade Ogre was blocking the withdrawals of Kaspa and sales of Kaspa basically for a very long time, but you're able to withdraw your Kaspa right now. You're able to trade it. There are trades going through. I sold my small stash of Kaspa. I only had 663 Kaspa for a very long time because I bought it experimentally way back when it was like 13 cents or something. And so I would suggest to do it right now, sell it or get it off the exchange. When you send it off the exchange, you have to pay 50 Kaspa fee. So I would say sell it and send the USDT off the exchange because you might not be able to do so later. So get it done right now. There are sales going through. There's some transactions. If you want to send your Kaspa off the exchange, you can do that, of course. Then you're looking to pay at 16 cents. That's $8. It's an $8 fee basic for a transaction, which is pretty big. Basically, there are sales going through at 16 cents. Some people are selling it for cheaper. So if you want to sell it for less than 16 cents, then you'll be I think you'll be able to sell it quite quickly. Anything above that, it's questionable. But the trading volume right now, there's 1.4 million Kaspa being sold and about $13,000 worth in trades. But we know what it was like. So if you can sell it and get it off Trade Ogre, then do that. Right now, you can. And who knows what's going to happen next. Trade Ogre otherwise is pretty good. I've never had any problems with Trade Ogre, so this is an unusual situation, and the founders of Trade Ogre had a stance on that, whatever the case was, but basically this was the only problematic coin. So take care of it now, because again, not sure they're going to close it or they're not going to close it again. And since we're here, let's have a look at the markets. We're at 2.1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin back down to 59,000. We're going to look at the charts in a second. Toncoin at $5.40. Toncoin is not doing too great with the arrest of Pavel Durov and all that FUD going around. That's why the token is tanking. And I've seen articles comparing the situation of Pavel Durov to that of Assange. The presumption is that Assange was framed and there was a comparison made to that of Pavel Durov right now. So I guess we're going to have to watch the situation and see how it unfolds. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin charts. On the daily, Bitcoin has broken below the 200 EMA once again, which is not great. There are 2-3 hours more left until this candle closes. It would be nice if it broke back above the 200 EMA. So technically the candle is still open and it's hovering over the 200 EMA. It's also broken below the midpoint of the Bollinger Bands, and it's definitely still in the downward trajectory on this channel. On the weekly, this week's candle basically recovered the area that we saw the pump on over the previous week. So Bitcoin never managed to tap the top part of the ascending wedge here, and so we still have some time to see whether it's going to tap the $52,000 support or not. Hopefully it won't go that far. On the monthly chart, again, we're seeing the month of August being in the red. September is coming up, and there's a lot of things that are going to happen in September. And of course, on the 18th of September, we've got the Fed announcement of rate cuts, so that's supposed to help the market as well. But essentially on the monthly charts, Bitcoin is not looking all that horrible, quite honestly. It's well above the 200 EMA. It's well at the top of the Bollinger Bands here, and it's just making its way down towards the mid-range. Bollinger Bands are moving upwards. So on the monthly, Bitcoin is not looking too horrible. Actually, it retraced a little bit, but it's safe to say that we're going to see more upward movement anyway. Bitcoin ETFs post outflows after 2 weeks of consecutive inflows. I think this is important. It's maybe something that a lot of people are missing. The outflows are very important because the assumption is that this bull market's going to carry on forever. It won't. outflows means that people are taking profits. They see Bitcoin pump like it did just now. We saw Bitcoin pump to 64,000 once again after some downside, and I'm sure whoever the ETF inflows that took place over here were now sold over here or over here, which is still in profit because it's well above the line. So people were talking about bull runs that are going to continue until the 2028. I saw Cryptos R Us are talking about Bitcoin bull run going on into the year 2028, which is not exactly what the 4-year cycle tells us, right? The 4-year cycle says that Bitcoin moves and cryptocurrencies move in cycles, in 4-year cycles. There's halving every 4 years, and after the halving there is a predicted or anticipated movement of the markets in which we see a massive blow off top after a certain period of time, anywhere between 6 to 12 months, and after that we see a recession of the crypto market going back into the bear market. So 2024 was the beginning, the accumulation phase. 2024, late 2024-25, we're supposed to see the massive bull run, the blow off top, and then 2026 and 27 is supposed to be the beginning or the deep bear market again. Now when we talk about 2028, that would be the accumulation phase or the beginning of the next bull market that would lead us into 2029. And Cryptos R Us, disappointingly so, talked about a bull run or Bitcoin peaking in 2028, which is very misleading because people might believe that buying now and holding your Bitcoin all the way till 2028 is a good idea when it isn't. Outflows will take place, and the people who are putting money into the ETFs and cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin will be selling it at the top of the bull market. There will be a bear market in 2026 and 27. It's going to happen because it has been occurring over the past since 2020, since 2009 essentially. So it's not going to be any different right now. People will take money out. Do not think that money will just go into the ETFs and stay there forever. What's happening with Telegram? Unusual way is posts. Telegram's founder was charged by French authorities for crimes including complicit in distributing child porn, illegal drugs, and hacking software on the app. Durov must post bail of 5 million euros, report to the police twice a week, and is not allowed to leave French territory. Being complicit in distributing child porn, illegal drugs, and hacking software on the app is basically falls under the rubric of him not allowing enough oversight over the app. And that's just the authorities trying to make sure that they have more access and more oversight over things like social media and people communications that were so far unsupervised. Basically, it's just the big governments again trying to spy on what people are doing in their Telegram groups, because so far I guess Durov was not allowing enough access to the app and governments were not able to see precisely what was happening. And so now they're slapping him with these charges and putting him into a situation which he cannot technically deny, because I guess you could say that he has been complicit since it is his product, it is his app, and he was the one who, well, I mean, he's not the only one working on the project, but his team and himself as the lead of the project denied access to governments or other agencies in order to manage what was happening on the app. The report that everybody was waiting for, I think, is the one from Nvidia. Nvidia reports record revenue in Q2 of 2024 driven by strong AI demand. Nvidia has announced impressive financial results for the second quarter ending July 28th. The company's revenue reached 30 billion, marking a significant 15% increase from the previous quarter and an outstanding 122% rise compared to the same period last year. This is also 3.8% higher than expectations. This is good. This is good news for Nvidia, and this is good for investors. Breaking Telegram CEO Pavel Durov indicted, banned from leaving France. So here's an official article. Telegram CEO Pavel Durov was indicted and placed under judicial supervision by a Paris court on August 28th, following his recent arrest on many different charges. The Franco-Russian billionaire faces a series of legal challenges with French authorities, accusing him of complicity in various crimes, including the distribution of child sexual abuse material, cybercrimes, and drug trafficking, with a total of 12 charges brought against him. This case is expected to have significant consequences for both Durov and Telegram, which has been under increasing scrutiny for its role in enabling criminal activities. If you are trading on Telegram, I would strongly suggest to take your stash off the platform. I mean, poop is not going to hit the fan just yet, but with things like this happening, with the case unfolding, also take care of your Ton stash, because this $5.30, if you're in profit, then I would certainly sell a nice chunk of this, because this is going to get worse. This is not going to just go away, and it's going to get worse. And the people who have charged him with this will make sure, or will try to make sure, that he receives the most severe sentence that they can possibly get on him. So this is going to get worse over time, and so I would suggest secure your profit, secure your stash if you are holding anything on Telegram, because right now the situation of Ton is not looking too good, and you don't know where it's going to go. But it certainly will get a lot worse, because these allegations are pretty serious. Child pornography is a serious offense, and that's hard. Cybercrimes and drug trafficking, I mean, this happens everywhere, this happens all the time, but child sexual abuse material, that's a serious offense, and they will pursue this till its very end, and it's not going to end well for him. So that's my advice. Ton blockchain experiences another network outage. I mean, this never happened before, and it's happening now, so Ton is in trouble. Ton blockchain has hit another network downtime less than 24 hours after an extended halt. According to Ton, congestion related to dogs airdrop is the main reason. But also, I wouldn't dismiss any of the other things that are going on right now. People quite possibly taking a lot of funds off the platform of the app, and that probably causes a lot of congestions as well. Dogs is an app, a token that was released as recently, and it just airdropped basically tokens to people based on how long they've been using Telegram. And now when you go and try to actually claim it on chain, you get a message saying that the network is just too busy. So busy network, so that's not happening right now. So I guess they're working on that, but you can follow through that and support Pavel through the dog on-chain claim app, so you can do that there. Another quick tweet from the unusual whales. Nvidia announces a new 50 billion share buyback plan. So there are three things going on for Nvidia. Their stock price went up by 4 cents from 64 to 68 rather. The revenue increased from 28 billion to 30 billion, and they're announcing a 50 billion buyback plan for shares. So all good stuff happening on Nvidia. All good things coming our way. Cryptocurrencies are going to see a rebound as well. You can expect that, that's for sure. Just give it time. September is going to be a massive month, I think. That's it for today's video. The most important part is Trade Ogre. Take your Kaspa of Trade Ogre, sell it if you can. Right now you can sell it for about 16 cents, so that's not a bad. I think it's trading a little bit above that. Kaspa is right now trading at 16 cents, 16.28. So small amount, but you can sell it on Trade Ogre for 16 cents and get Kaspa or get your funds. If you don't want to pay the 50 Kaspa fee, the $8 fee, then just sell it on Trade Ogre. If you have a massive bag, then of course move it, but just move it off Trade Ogre because you can do it now. Who knows if you're going to be able to do it later. As always, thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in to the Crypto Father channel. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are about anything and everything. Ask a question, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.